So I used to think that the most successful people were extremely locked in all of the time. They would never doom scroll, they would never go on Netflix, never do any like bad habits whatsoever, and that's why they were successful. And then when I started making it myself, I started seeing success that I've built today, I realized that this is so far from the truth. Most of the successful people that I've met, people I used to look up to back in the day, they doom scroll like absolutely crazy. They're not locked in like you think they are. They're actually very, very loose. They don't have these crazy routines, these crazy habits, because they understand what actually matters in making money online, what actually is going to allow you to get your dream life. And I want to break that down to you in this video because you probably got it completely wrong. At least I used to think about this in a completely wrong way. I used to think that, okay, the way that I will be successful and make a lot of money and get my dream life is I just need to be super, super locked in. I need to never do doom scrolling. I need to never be on TikTok, on Instagram, and on Netflix, you know? And then, like, I was broke doing this. I was super locked in. I had super good habits, but I was broke, living with my parents, made no money at all doing this. And then now, like, I'm making more money than I know what to do with. I make thousands of dollars per day in my early 20s. Traveling the world right now, I'm in Brazil. Been traveling the last couple of months all over while making more money every single month. And while I've been doing this, I work less. I spend a lot of time, to be honest, just like doom scrolling and like not doing like the locked in productive habits, you know, all the time. And I still make more money. So why is that? Like, how is this even possible? And like, why is this the case? I want to break it down for you so you can actually understand this. You can go about achieving success in the right way. Because most of these self-development gurus are not going to tell you this stuff. They're going to tell you that you need to be locked in, you need to wake up earlier, you need to like remove all of your dopamine addiction. And I've made videos about this before as well. Like, dopamine addiction can definitely be negative because it can impact your ability to actually get the work done, for sure. But you also need to realize at the end of the day, what actually matters, what is actually going to allow you to make it at a young age and achieve the goals that you have of making it big, becoming successful, taking your own path in life, etc. It's not about if you spend an hour or two per day scrolling. It's about, did you get the actions done that the version of yourself is already successful would be getting done in that day. That's all that matters. If you're getting the actions done, if you're doing the inputs that gets you to the result that you want, then you're moving forward. I used to put way too much importance towards the morning routine, the habits that I was doing. Did I meditate? Did I do my affirmations? Did I spend a lot of or too much time on my computer, on my phone, like a lot of screen time, you know? Did I eat healthy? Did I work out? Like all these external things, I used to put a lot of importance towards them. You're probably doing the same thing right now. You're putting importance towards the habits, the routines and everything. And that's taking away from just like doing the actual work, doing the actions to get you results. Because at the end of the day, you can have the most fucked up. I've seen this time and time again, people that smoke, they stay up late at night until like 2, 3, 4 a.m. at night. They do a lot of bad things, you know, like ethically bad things. But they still make a shit ton of money because they simply focus on the right actions. They simply do the inputs. I understand that this is how you make a lot of money without necessarily working harder or having to be this like super dial in, you know. You have like most people out there right now trying to make it and they're like, they don't eat seed oils, you know, they don't eat, or they always eat super healthy, they train multiple times every single day, they meditate, do affirmations, they do cold showers, but they're broke. And then you have other people like myself included who are successful, like I don't eat seed oils, I'm very healthy and things like that, in terms of what I eat, in terms of my habits, etc. But I understand that these things do not correlate to how much money that I make. Okay, you have people like myself and other people that are not as dialed in, that do not do these crazy morning routines, that work way less hours, that doesn't eat healthy all the time, you know, and that do like all this bad, like doom scroll, for example, for hours, you know. Saturday, Sunday, like last week, I was doom scrolling for multiple hours, like on the weekend, you know, just like chilling, relaxing, and we still make more money than maybe you're watching this video right now. And it's simply because during the other amount of time that we have, like during the remaining amount of time during the days that we have, we move and act exactly on the things that actually matter. So I want to tell you what those things are, so you actually know, okay, what are the actions that are actually going to move you forward towards your goal, okay? And number one is understanding that you can be doing doom scrolling, you can be doing these different habits as long as that when you're working, you're moving like the version of yourself that you're building right now. This is a big thing. Because a lot of you guys, you're moving from this perspective where you're almost chasing the goal that you have. You're chasing 10K per month, you're chasing this reality. I used to do this shit myself. Like I was chasing my goal of like, I want to make 10K per month, get freedom, leave my hometown, start traveling, you know? And that meant that when I had these habits of like doom scrolling, etc., I was looking at this event habits as, okay, I need to eliminate this, and the only way that I will get to my goal is by eliminating this. I need to have a perfect routine, perfect habits, and that's the only way that I will become successful. That's how I thought. And then I realized, like, I thought to myself, and this is like the lesson here as well, is realizing that necessarily, like, there's a lot of people out there that are successful, are making 10, 20, 30, 50K per month, that are not super dialed in, are not super locked in, which means that in order for me to get those results, the thing that matters is not about me removing all these like bad, like, I don't know, wake up times or eating more healthy, etc. Again, those things definitely help for sure. But on the day, what's actually gonna get me there, what's gonna get me those results, what's gonna get me to that reality and make my dream life come true is simply me aligning my decision making and my work and the daily actions that I do to what the new version of myself that I'm building will be doing right now. That's all. What does this mean? It means that I didn't have to like wake up super early or do these crazy habits or these affirmations and everything. I just had to focus on, okay, what would the version of me that's already successful, what would they be doing on a daily basis? What actions would they be taking? For me, it was very clear. It was about learning one high income skill. Stopping this whole thinking of like, yeah, I'm gonna start a business, I'm gonna get into like an AI agency or trading or whatever it is. I was like, okay, I need to learn a high income skill. If I learn a high income skill, I'm gonna become valuable, aka I will be making money from doing so. So I learned a high income skill, I focused on high ticket sales, did the actions on a daily basis, and then got the results.